Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Saturday evening going into the future. So, as of now, no rain is really falling. Inside of most of South Carolina, we do have some showers down here near Hilton Head Island, Beaufort, regions like that. And right now, kind of just causing some drizzling, some light showers, but it's not really much at all in terms of like heavy rain or anything like that. Let's look at the live radar and let's look at the MRMS. Go straight over to the winter weather precipitation. You can see we do have some rain up here inside Canada, all the way up here in Canada. We do have some flash flooding even going on up there. The Northeast, or pretty much just the East Coast in general. The only place that's really seeing rain is like Georgia, Alabama, and Florida, and obviously the showers that we have, like those small showers down there. But everyone else, I mean, from the Northeast all the way down to the Mid-Atlantic, not really much in terms of rain. In terms of portions like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois receiving some rain. The Rocky Mountains, the northern central United States, is also receiving some storms. The Pacific Northwest is also receiving some rain, as well as Utah and Idaho seeing some storms. So again, all really just it's all really just minor storms. I'm not really seeing like any type of big time storms. I mean, some of these storms like 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail. So they're not big storms, but they are storms big enough to have a severe warning on them. Here's our cloud cover right now. Not really much in terms of cloud cover. Obviously, with those showers down there, they're carrying some cloud cover with them, and then some kind of like wispy clouds going through the northern portion of South Carolina. Here's our current cloud cover right now. Current cloud cover as we push this forward. Cloud cover right now and going into the future, I say even like the next couple hours. So cloud cover is going to start to build up, and as it builds up, as we get into like tomorrow morning, most of South Carolina is going to be covered by clouds. And I mean, the entire day tomorrow could be pretty much like half cloudy, half clear for some regions as well, especially in the PD region, to where it could probably be the clearest over there. Current temperatures is 80 in Columbia, 80 in Charleston, 80 in Savannah, 80 in Myrtle Beach, 79 in Rock Hill and Greenville, 80 in Anderson, 77 in Walhalla, 80 in Sumter, 79 in Florence. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures for tonight: 70 in Columbia, 74 in Charleston, 77 in Hilton Head Island, 70 in Myrtle Beach, 67 in Rock Hill, 68 in Spartanburg, 69 in Greenville, 70 Anderson, 69 Sumter, 68 in Florence. Here's our forecast precipitation throughout the next 24 or so hours. As you can see, like I was talking about this morning, drier weather, not as much rain as we have been seeing, around a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible in Greenville, Anderson, and Hilton Head Island. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And those showers down there near Hilton Head Island actually seem to be falling right now. So that's what's going on there. The upstate, it's still forecasted to get rain. Let's check out the models and see what time and where exactly where they form, or does the models agree with them at all? Let's check that out right now. Again, during the next 24 hours. So again, this goes from tonight until like tomorrow night. So as we push this forward, here's what 9 o'clock should look like. And as we continue to push this forward, the HRRR actually has showers going through like northern Walterboro regions as well. We'll see if that verifies. As we continue into like the midnight hours, you can see the showers and downpours starting to actually start to accumulate more. And as we continue to push that forward, here's around 5 o'clock, 3, 4, 5 o'clock p.m., where the upstate can start to see their showers all the way up there. And then around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there, more showers can start to form up there inside the upstate. And then 1 a.m., going through the morning hours, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., showers and downpours will start to continue to move through the state. And then here's what it could look like 2 p.m. on 7/29, which is Monday. So this is what Monday could look like. So thunderstorms are definitely possible on Monday. In terms of the SPC outlook, let's go ahead and talk about that now. Right now, just a chance of some thunderstorms where those showers are going at right now near Hilton Head Island and the far upstate. Day two, pretty much the same exact thing as today. The upstate and like the Hilton Head, the Allendale regions has a chance of receiving thunderstorms as we move through tomorrow, and then as we move into day three, which is Monday, the day that we just saw those thunderstorms. The entire state has a chance of receiving thunderstorms going into our day three Monday regions. Let's talk about excessive rainfall. Excessive rainfall right now. No excessive rainfall is possible for the state of South Carolina right now, except for just up there in the upstate where you have like that little tiny area right there that's in a minor flooding zone. Tomorrow, Greenville going all the way westward, Anderson as well. Then a minor flooding risk, but the mountains of South Carolina, or a portion of the mountains of South Carolina, is in a slight risk. If we go into Monday, slight risk of excessive rainfall goes all the way Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, pretty much including most of the upstate, and then minor flooding that goes from Rock Hill, Columbia, down into Augusta as well. Day four, this includes pretty much from Orangeburg all the way up north towards Columbia, Greenville, Spartanburg, the entire upstate is covered by this. Pretty much most of the Midlands is covered by this. The entire low country is not going to be included in this, and some of the PD region will. And then day five, no risk of excessive rainfall is expected going into Wednesday. Now let's talk about the tropics, which we have a huge update in terms of the tropics. This is about that time that we start paying attention again, because we do have some stuff that we need to talk about in terms of the tropics, and it's this little sector right here that's in the orange. It says near the Lesser and Greater Antilles, an area of disturbed weather over the central tropical Atlantic Ocean is expected to interact with some approaching tropical wave during the next several days. Environmental conditions are forecast to become conducive for some development in a day or two, and a tropical depression could form around midweek, so around like Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there, while the system is near or over the northern Leeward Islands, Greater Antilles, or southwestern Atlantic Ocean. So right now, no chance of this forming for the next 2 days, but it has a 40% chance of forming in the next 7 days, and I expect that to increase as we go through the next couple of days. But right now, this is what we need to be watching for, and I'll show you guys why in just a second, because if we move on to my website that I like to go to in terms of models, let me show you all right here. Turn that off. All right. So if you go to the forecast models, and I'm going to show you all that. We're going to show the GFS first, which is the just American model pretty much. And as we push this forward, you can see all of the systems going on, even maybe some sort of like little hurricane or something like that down there inside of the Pacific. So we'll see what happens there as well. But you can start to see something trying to form. You see like a low pressure down here. Right now, the GFS is not really painting a picture too well. And honestly, I don't even know if the GFS wants this thing to even develop. Which, again, that is a possibility. But as we move into something like the Euro model, look at this. A 966 millibar low pressure. This is 965, actually. Or is that an 85? No, that's 965. That would be a Category 2 hurricane if this was to happen as modeled. Again, it's not going to. We're 240 hours out. This is not exactly what's going to happen. But right now, the track of this thing, according to the European one, is it's going to go through the Bahamas, kind of go towards Florida, and then it's going to try and curve its way back over past South Carolina, probably give us some sort of rain, probably some strong winds as well as it passes by super rip currents going through towards the beaches as well. And right now 965 is what it's modeled right now. So again, don't take this exactly how it's going to be. This is not how this is going to react at all. This is just one model run, and we'll know more information as we get closer and closer towards the date, which is August the 6th, this seems to be. So this kind of resembles, or I should say kind of reminds me of like a Hurricane Matthew almost, about how that hurricane went through Florida and then it kind of curved right as it got to South Carolina. It curved. It still did damage as a Category 2, and and I'm pretty sure it got closer than even this did. Um, but it's kind of resembling of what Hurricane Matthew did in 2016. So again, don't take this exactly how it's going to be, but let's go on and talk about the future instead of hurricanes. That's pretty much my entire talk on hurricanes. Let's go and let's talk about just the future in general and what's the pattern going to be like as you push this forward. And we go towards like the 30th again, just rain pushing through, even going into the 31st as well. More rain pushing through. August the 1st, August the 2nd, maybe probably a bit more dry. As we get into the 3rd and the 4th, definitely some scattered to widespread precipitation possible on August the 4th. August the 5th seems to be the same thing. Same thing with August the 6th. The 7th, maybe a bit more scattered. August the 8th, not too much precipitation for the 8th. The 9th seems to be more precipitous, if that makes sense. And then everything else is a bit too far out to talk about. So that's pretty much it in terms of the future. So let's go and let's talk with our audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go on and see what they have to say. Turn that on. Ms. Oliver says, please tell me that we have some cooler weather on the way because my HVAC unit gave up the ghost. Today it was actually cooler. I think we got into the 80s today. At least forecasted. It was forecasted to be in the high 80s. Usually it's in the low 90s, so it was a bit cooler. Today still hot, but again, it's not as hot as it usually is. And I will actually go on and see the temperatures for you for the next couple of days, just so you can see what the trend's going to be like. Go to shaded. I mean, just going through low temperatures tonight, 70s, high temperatures tomorrow again in the 80s, like I was just talking about, not really in the 90s. Low temperatures in the 70s, high temperatures probably like I'd say like the mid 80s. So I mean, it might not. It's trying to cool down, and I've been saying that I think since yesterday that pretty much it's going to be trying to cool down a little bit. Not really, not as much. It's still going to be in the 80s. It's still going to feel hot, but in terms of how it's been, it's going to be below average temperatures for now. Let's see. Good evening, JP. Good evening to you. Hello, Jay. How was your day? My day was good. We had an awesome day today. Yes, it was nice outside today. At least at my house, it was. And then my cousin says, good evening, Joseph. I hope your weekend is going well. It is going well. That is close to South Carolina. It is. But we're not going to say that it's going to hit us just yet, just because, again, we're way too far out. But I can say make sure that you guys are prepared. Make sure that you guys have your plans in place just in case this thing does decide, because this thing can go anywhere it wants to. But there is a good chance that if it's already curving, it probably will curve. We just need to figure out where it will curve. Hi, Joseph. Hello. And then the weather in Montgomery, Alabama next weekend. Let's talk about that first. And then we'll get into our San Antonio, Raleigh forecast. And then that's it. So let me back up and move over here toward Montgomery, Alabama. Here's 9 o'clock, but we're going to move into the weekend. What you said. Oh, next weekend. Okay, next weekend. Hold on. I might have to do a little bit of changing real quick. I have to go a bit in the past. Let's do the GFS, and because we're going all the way into next weekend, which is August the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. I think I can go all the way to the 2nd. No, that's the 5th right there. Alright, so here, if we go towards the 2nd, this is the 2nd right here around 5 o'clock in the morning. This will work. As we push this forward, here is early Friday morning around like 5 o'clock. I mean, rain showers possible going into Friday night. Not really much, so if any rain falls at all. Maybe some more scattered showers, maybe some more scattered downpours as we go into Saturday as well as around like 11 o'clock. And then other than that, as we go through the 4th, not much again, just more scattered showers going through the 5th as well. Nothing really too much for the 6th or the 7th, but in terms of rain, it's not really much at all. And if it does rain, it won't be much. In terms of temperatures, let me move back, back towards August the 2nd. Wait for this little this little temperature thing right here to load. And as we move forward, high temperature could be in the high 90s on Friday, around like 100 degrees. I mean, it's possible. It's possible that I can get to 100 degrees in Montgomery on August the 2nd, which is Friday. Going to Friday night, it can get to around 74 somewhere-ish. Saturday, high temperatures around 97. Low temperatures on Saturday around 72 somewhere-ish. And then Sunday, high temperatures around 96. Low temperatures on Sunday around 74. So that's pretty much all I can give you for right now. You can check on it later, because we're more than a week out. So it's not going to exactly be like that, and we're going to have to wait for the more high resolution models to come in, and we can wait on that. So in terms of temperature, let's talk about San Antonio and Raleigh now. And as we move into around 9 o'clock, so later tonight, low temperatures in San Antonio around 74. High temperatures tomorrow around 81. Low temperatures tomorrow around 76. And then high temperatures on Monday seem to be in the high 80s. Let's move over to Raleigh, North Carolina, all the way up here. Let me push this back. Low temperatures tonight seems to be around 66 somewhere-ish. High temperatures tomorrow around 83. Low temperatures tomorrow around 66. And then high temperatures on Monday going into like the mid to high 80s. This time we're going to do precipitation for Raleigh first, and then we'll move over to San Antonio. In terms of rain, not really much as of now, but then as you move into tomorrow, not really see much in terms of tomorrow either, but you can start to see maybe some showers going into your Monday afternoon, Monday evening. I'll continue to update you on that, because especially with this entire system right here moving through, that seems to be moving due east. I'll continue to monitor that for you, and we'll talk about that more tomorrow night. In terms of San Antonio, in terms of precipitation, as we move through, some precipitation possible as we go into like the early morning hours, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning tonight. And then after that, as we go into tomorrow evening, around 5, 6 o'clock, more showers, more downpours, storms are also possible. And then Monday seems to be not really much in terms of rain. We'll continue to watch for that as well. In terms of excessive rainfall, let's go on and move out and talk about both San Antonio and Raleigh. In terms of tonight, San Antonio has a minor risk of flooding for tonight. Tomorrow, San Antonio, again, minor risk of flooding for tomorrow. Nothing for both of y'all for Monday. Tuesday, Raleigh has a minor risk of flooding, and then nothing for Wednesday. So we're good in terms of both of those days, and that's pretty much all that I have. So if we don't have any more questions, especially hurricane-related questions, especially what I just talked about earlier, that seems to be all we have. So make sure that you guys do hit the subscribe button. We are at 167 subscribers. Again, we're trying to get to 200 by August the 31st. So August the 31st, that's the deadline for us to hit 200. And that's just a goal for me. Obviously, if we don't hit it, we don't hit it. I mean, it is, if we just don't hit it, then I guess we're just going to have to continue on building up and see how long it does take, and maybe have to readjust the goal setting. But right now, August the 31st, that's the date that I want to get to 200. So make sure you guys do that. If you guys have not hit the like button yet, right now 10 people here and 10 likes. So hopefully everyone has hit it. If you are here and somebody else left and you haven't hit it yet, go on ahead and hit it. And that's pretty much it. Also make sure that you guys share as well. But I'm going to head out. If we don't have any questions, I don't see anything else. So, good night to all the people out there. I will be back tomorrow evening with another forecast update.
How, how, how. Hey!